Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Karak Azul playthrough where things are going well. We've just beaten a couple of armies and started the expansion of our empire. We want to keep the pressure on against the Red Fangs. Ideally I want to separate from the rest of the Greenskins. I'm still a bit conflicted as to whether I come here and take up to here first. So it's weak. Whereas if I take here, I can move that to Karak Azul, which is obviously got the diamond mine, which will be really, really nice for me. So I think that is going to be our aim. Obviously, we need to do a little bit of rebuilding first, and yeah. All in all, though, I think things are going reasonably. Let's end turn. So we've got two of these out straight away. I'll probably be doing a third one on trying to work out what day it is, guys. My brain isn't working. You'll be getting a third episode of this on Saturday or Sunday, which will be extra to my normal episodes. That's because this is a new playthrough, so I always drop a few in quick succession. Then it'll be being dropped to two to three a week, as with most of my playthroughs. That said, if I'm enjoying this playthrough, which I am so far, and I do love playing the dwarfs, so there's a very good chance that it may become my daily playthrough. So to anybody new to the channel, at the moment what I'm doing is I have two types of playthroughs. I do one which I do every day, and then I've got a few which I kind of alternate between on different days. At the moment my Imperator Rome is my daily playthrough. Everything else are my other playthroughs. Also, anybody who is new just watching through these episodes, I hate to do this, like and subscribe if you enjoy it. Sorry guys. But no, seriously, feedback is more than welcome. Thumbs downs are more than welcome because it gives me feedback, but I do like feedback if you do that. And, or just in general, and jump over to my Discord and tell me how much I suck at battles as well if you want, because I know I do, guys. Now that's actually worth doing because we get the bonus to that, don't we? Where can I see my faction? It's not in there.
Ready.
Can we see it from here? Yeah, campaign effects. Nope, that's just for Lord. We definitely do get double income for iron mines, however. So that is very worth doing, and then upping the garrison seems like an incredibly sensible idea. I want to push, but at the same time I don't want to let it go too long.
Time for a reckoning.
You know what, I can underway out. It's going to take me a couple of turns to get there and attack there anyway. So one of our best moves is going to be underway out into Crooked Thang in the next turn or two. So this is going to get painful because we are going to get to that, which is going to be horrific to deal with. In fact, the worst thing which would happen would be the Greenskins to just collapse to the north and the dwarfs take the Black Crag, because we would end up, well, you know, that'd be quite fun because we would end up with a good dwarf on dwarf war, which is always fun. No cavalry whatsoever, very slow moving armies kind of sitting there staring at each other across the plains. So all good fun. Did I already see chaos? That kind of scares me. We are using mods, we are using a faction unlocker, so Mixu's faction unlocker, so sometimes you do get little issues. I know we're being a little end-turny at the moment, guys. I do apologise that though. I want to be careful. Oh god. And that's why jumping forwards isn't necessarily sensible. However, I'm going to try and do something a little sneaky. Ooh. Hero recruited, Master Engineer.
Ready to do the guild's bidding.
Now there is apparently a second legendary lord. That's him. So he is the secondary legendary lord. So he's Karak Ironbrow. So we'll have to have a look at him. I'll probably have to recruit him as my second lord. I don't know why I clicked on that, because of course there's going to be nothing coming up.
By Grogny, this had better be good. The axe thirsts for war.
What do you mean? There's no dwarfs here. There's just this lovely open place to go and attack. I'm hoping they fall for this and jump underway straight at us. Because if they do, we've got a lovely chance of battering them. If they don't, well, we can deal with it in other ways. The underways here are going to be completely problematic, because the idea of just being able to jump underneath each other. We definitely already have Warriors of Chaos. They will be in the far north, so let's not worry too much about them destroying the world and coming and attacking us, because we've probably got quite a bit of time before that happens. We're also technically out of line of sight of them, so it depends on how far they'll have seen me marching out and stopping. And the AI doesn't necessarily know you've gone into ambush stance, so... Nope. Oh, that is good. That is beautiful, guys. So a top knot start over here, and we'll be controlling this territory. And actually, we'll be potentially where this territory has fallen already.
Let us begin. Onward. Forwards. Moving. Ha ha. To war. Onward. Anad.
I do want to go that way long run. I need the extra income at the moment. I know we don't get as much money from tool makers, but the income would be very useful for us, so... I will put him into an army. I'm just using him to scout at the moment. Obviously, we've got my force here sitting in ambush stance. And what I want these guys is, I want these guys to either come at me and die, or to move on and fight for top knots. This war with the top knots is good for me. I've potentially left this. I think I've been too idle. I think I wasn't aggressive enough. That I was definitely not aggressive enough, so my bad. We will move on Crooked Fang soon. If not, I will go somewhere else, though we would leave here. Dragonslayer, Dringon, however I say that, we would be leaving there very open, so it is a tricky one. I do love the look of our Lord as well. I'll have to zoom in and show you next turn. I may need to go deal with there simply just to deal with the army. He is a very cool looking lord.
Aye.
Yes, that's good.
Anad. The clan honor. Shoulder axes, lads. We move. Aye. Grudges will be settled. This will work.
I'm going to keep trying to do some steel tech, because it's good for us. The other nice thing with Master Engineers is they do have the boost income. So actually having them in good regions, I have actually seen somebody stacking them of 4 or 5 in a single region. I think they were making that region give spectacular amounts of income, which is also something worth thinking about long run. And I should have looked what that army was. They've got the second army there, which is why I'm being a little careful with my advance. Because I don't want to get myself killed. Don't want to overextend. In my test playthrough in this, I may have just gone completely psychotic straight away and got my army wiped out really early, which is a bad idea. Obviously, it's both a curse and it's both a blessing and a negative here. Oh, that is beautiful. And that is exactly why we're sitting in ambush stance, because I can now charge straight into them and batter them there.
Shock right off!
Aye, lad, what can I do? Let us move. The throng agrees. Move. What? An artillery train to speed us up. Drang them.
I hate that. I can't retreat when I've done that, but they can. Beautiful.
Let us be about this. For the wisdom of Valea. Got then.
Yeah, I guess we're going here.
It is time.
I think the other army's probably headed down there. Oh, I don't actually know them yet.
One rug.
No, we're going down this because I want lightning strike. Oh. See, I want that as well. I want everything, goddammit. That is always useful. And we'll go down this one later on. That's beautiful. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's quite good. That's just the hymn. Kazador's grief. That's very nice as well. He does seem like a nicely set up character. Increase mobility to start with.
To war.
Having a mobile army is always useful, as I'm sure you're all aware. We'll hit Valor, Sorrow, and then we will head straight down to Crooked Thang. I don't want to be too far out here. The benefit of taking here is it opens up my, it covers my rear, basically. I could leave it, but then they could build an army there. Or worse, confederate. The issue is I don't really want to border with the main greenskin faction in the north yet. I want to deal with these guys before we launch into Black Crag, because I want to open that war with hitting Black Crag, because we'll obviously lose our grudge at that point. But smashing these guys first. The Red Thangs need to fall. And they are becoming more powerful again, and that is their capital. So hitting it is a good thing. If I'm in range, we'll have a look, see how long it's going to take me to get anywhere. I'm not sure I want to be right over there.
Ready.
Yeah, you see that river slows us.
I have an idea. Summon me if you dare.
There we go. Sorry, I had to look at my phone. Somebody in my streets messaging me saying somebody's oaking the cars. It is that night of the year where people do things like that, so...
We march.
Don't want to be too close. This is risky.
Stop pushing it. As the High King commands. Aha! Time for a reckoning.
Come on, fall for it. Now what I really want is these guys to fall straight into my ambush. However, I suspect I'm too close here. Don't quite know how the odds work, but I find when I go into ambush, start close to enemy armies, they hit me. They may try and double tap me. I can probably beat that army even though we're damaged, because we are good, solid dwarves. And the dwarves are awesome, as always. But we'll have to see how this goes. We're obviously on a hard campaign, so they will keep getting stuff throwing stuff out. I do seriously respect the people who play on the really hard difficulties, legendary difficulty, because I can't do it. I just die. I'll be completely honest. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay. So he thought I was gone, so he's gone down to fight the top knots down here, who are actually kind of helping me at the moment. So we're going to hit Crooked Thang, and then we're going to build up, and then we're going to hit Asgal, which we have the cannons we can go straight into.
Master Engineer at your service. Eureka!
One day it'll work. So specialist increases the chance, which is good.
Sir Battle, the clan demands war.
That's an auto. I generally, if it's going to be reasonable, I know you generally do better without doing autos, but if it's going to be a cakewalk, I will auto things.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Let's get a few more dwarves in. Right now is where we have fun. Because I could get this, but I actually always find that a bit of the waste long run, because long run, I don't really use them. Long run, I want... Oh, interesting. I want that one long run. And there's none of these which buff Iron Breakers. However, the Lord himself does. So I could buff him himself up a bit, either ranged or melee. I like having melee lords. I think going down this, because I want Iron Willed, I want that, I want the cheaper army, and I want Feared and Renowned, because that's huge. So we're actually going to go down the blue tree. Let's get another ranged in there as well. Now there is a good chance they're going to turn and try and come at me because, well, I would. Obviously this region is also very unstable at the moment. We've got big negatives to all of our income at the moment, so I probably want to get some public order buildings out or built up. We need to keep an eye on that, certainly. Oh, the Greenskins have confederated Scabbii. Who's this over here? We've got the Teeth Snatchers there. The Greenskins took Valea Sorrow. Nice. That means my north is secure for now. I don't trust the Greenskins in the slightest. I'm not stupid. So actually, the Red Thangs are struggling massively, which is good for us. I wish it was one of the factions which could really foster discontent between people, because that would be the ideal thing for us to do here. We're going to keep poking the enemy. We are going to sit outside this place in ambush stance, because if I can get them to hit us, that's great. Otherwise, I want them to abandon Karak Azul, so...
Onward. For Twine honor, it is time. I will consult the guild.
Gonna keep trying to steal the tech.
Not likely.
One day it'll work, guys. One day. Yeah. This is like playing as Clan Angron, but worse. That minus 13 is actually quite painful, so I want to be a bit careful here. I was trying to remember where the capital of that region is. Unfortunately, it's Karak 8 Peaks, which we don't have an easy... Well, I definitely don't want to be attacking yet. Once we've taken out the red Thangs, we will prepare a lightning strike on Black Crag, even if we don't keep it, to get rid of this bloody horrible grudge we have. Because we have a lot of very grumbly dwarves, which will weirdly cause orcs to pop up, but let's not comment on that. Oh, bugger. Kind of worried about that as well. That's a big and that's a nasty one for us. Ooh. The issue is our miners are shock infantry rather than line infantry. So ideally we want the dwarf warriors to deal with those. We've obviously got our ranged.
For the ancestor gods! It is a reckoning! Honors! We demand blood!
Basically, ideally, I want these guys to try and catch both of these units. Otherwise, I want to get in a position where I can slam into the flanks of them. I want these guys to start engaging their range straight away than one of those units straight afterwards. They have their sneakies somewhere.
For the ancestors! Yes, yes! Honored!
Forward!
Plow through! Move!
So you're going to sit back there, so that if they hit here, basically we're giving ourselves a lovely, nice flank here to use.
Horde of vengeance!
Let's take them out first to allow us more flanking.
Move! Yes, yes! Miners! Move off! Pick your targets well! Come on!
Get right around the back. You guys can pull out to do the same.
Vengeance! Range far! Range fast! Get down! Stop! Aye!
Hammering into the rear of their units there. We've got a nice angle on them there.
demand blood. Pump those dwarfen legs. Reach far, reach fast.
Right, pull out. I want you guys to get right around the back so you can hammer in there.
Taking aim.
You guys can move up here to get a nice angle in there.
Charge.
Oops, wrong unit.
Nothing can stop us. Quarrelers. Killers.
Charge!
For the ancestor gods.
Miners straight into the back, which is nice because they are shock infantry type things. I thought they were coming back for a second.
Get him.
There we go. We're squishing that unit now. We're engaging them from behind. You can turn and hit those nasty skulkers.
They have wronged us. Dwarf warriors. Attack the orcs.
Not so worried about the nasty skulkers. They're very ambushy.
Yes,
Huh?
Lord. For the ancestor gods. Quarrelers. Ja! Take them down. Kill them.
It's now taking him out. I want to do as much damage as these guys run as possible.
Yes. Kazu. Fire on the foe.
That'll do. I'm not sure I'd call it close. I mean, on my main unit, my main defensive unit did take a little bit of a bashing, but we held our line, which was what we needed to do there. So I would say that was a nice, solid victory. Hey, it is 89 good dwarves for you know, and the dwarves are a lot better than orcs, don't get me wrong, but still, I can cope with that, you know. We didn't gain any experience, annoyingly. That's what I was trying to do with those kills at the end. Because garrisons can gain experience, which I can do from... I don't really need the income. They will have to pull back now. Oh, now that's scary. So we are going to, because they could be heading this way.
You may speak.
Ah. That is what I was worried about. I'm going to start buffing up my miners now. I'd like to get there, but that's quite a way away.
Let us begin. Onward, by the crutch bearer's will. The axe thirsts for war. Ready to do the guild's bidding.
I am very tempted to go straight for here, because that'll get us the diamond, the gemstones. Which, even though they're not built, it's a good settlement for us. But I leave here very vulnerable. And I'll almost certainly get a rebellion here if I'm not that over and get a public order building. I tell you what, guys, and it's something for me to decide for, I hate to say it, next time. As always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comments section or jump over to my Discord and say hi there. There is a link to my Discord in the comments and the description, as well as links to my affiliations with Overclockers and Humble Bundle games, as well as... I've lost what I'm saying, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.